Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malik wal-Haqq. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malik wal-Haqq. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malik wal-Haqq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awal. I am in Nigeria from Nigeria. Indigent of Niger State, a Datila government in Niger State, a village called Go inside a Datila government. That's where I'm from, that's my town, that's my village. I'm in the people tribe. This is my number 95 video. So I come to this Lagos now to find some elements. I'm living in Lagos in our area. Lagos in our area. Masalacha said Lagos so every time when you come to that mountain, that's why it's where I'm living. My business is selling small, but that's what I'm selling. Then, today's topic is about judgment. 7th translation of the Quran in judgment. 7th translation of the Quran in judgment. So you see, the Quran has 7 translations. The way Allah created 7 heaven and 7 earth. And then Allah said that if you bring forth 7 seeds out to the supply, yet the word of Allah will never be exhausted. Truly Allah is almighty and all wise. In Surah Al-Luqman chapter 31 verse 7. Then that's how the translation Quran is up to 7. Then in judgment, you see judgment, when you talk of judgment, that is, you will see Allah call Quran for all judgment. Then, this judgment that you are seeing, that is first translation of Quran. When you said for all, that is first translation of Quran. When you say for all, then that word for all, you can translate it from Arab language to any kind of language in the world entirely. Then you can translate it in any kind of language in the world entirely. You will say judgment in English. You translate it from that English. You translate it from that Arab language to the European language, British language, Spanish language, French language, Indian language, Hausa language, African language, Hausa language, say Hukunchi, Nubian language, judgment. So that one that you are seeing, you can translate it from that language to the kind of language in the world entirely. You can translate it in animal language, bird language, if you can be able to hear that, their language, ant language, then again, paper language, leather language. When you touch leather, you see the sound. That sound that's making that language. Any kind of language in the world entirely. Cartoon language, bicycle language, motorcycle language, vehicle language, aeroplane language, handphone language, telephone language, computer language. If you can hear their language, you can translate it. Generator language. Continue going. Gun language, bomb language, nuclear language. Judgment. You can translate to that language. Then that is in the first translation of the Quran from Fatiha to Nasi, which is Arab language. That's how the video Quran in. Then that judgment that you are seeing, the second, the minute, the hour that you judge in between people, then that is in the second translation of the Quran from Fatiha to Nas, which number that we are counting. Then again, that judgment that you judge in between 2 people or many, you judge in between them. Then that judgment that you judge with you that judge it, with the people there that you judge in between them, with the judgment you judge, with whatever you do there, who is the one that created them? That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You that judge with all people that there that you judge them to them, with the judgment you judge, with everything you do there. Who is the one that created them? With the minute second you judge everything. Who is the one that created them? That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then that is in the third translation of the Quran from Fatiha, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But then when you go to Quran, when you recite the first Quran, and then you translate it, then whatever Allah said that verse, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then that is third translation Quran from Fatiha, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then again, when you recite the word in the Quran, then whatever Allah said that word, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then that is that. So that one, that is in the third translation Quran from Fatiha, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then fourth translation of the Quran from Fatiha, then again about judgment. Judgment that we are seeing. Judgment, we have type of judgment. There is judgment of ignorance. Allah said, talk about it inside Quran. Say, أَفَحُكُمَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ يَبْغُونَ. Do they then seek the judgment of ignorant? Of ignorant. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ مِنَ اللَّهِ حُكُمًا لِقَوْمٍ يُوقِنُونَ. There, you see that verse? It's talking of two types of people. Beside that, that's three types of people. أَفَحُكُمَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ يَبْغُونَ. Do they then seek the judgment of ignorant? Who are those seeking the judgment of ignorant? That is the Muslims that are disobedient to Almighty Allah. They are Muslims, but they are disobedient to Almighty, meaning munafiq. Seeking the judgment of ignorant. Who are those ignorant? That is kafir. You see, that's two type of people. The verse now said, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ مِنَ اللَّهِ حُكُمًا لِقَوْمٍ يُوقِنُونَ. Who is better in judgment than Allah for those who have faith? Meaning who believe Almighty Allah. Those who want to follow command of Allah, do Allah how you want it, exactly the way you want it. Those whom Allah said, give them kingdom because of their obedience to Almighty Allah. You see, that is three types of people in judgment. So look at it here. Then the verse says, أَفَحُكُمُ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ يَبْغُونَ. Do they then seek the judgment of day of ignorant? Who are those seeking the judgment of day of ignorant? That is Muslim. But those Muslims, they are disobedient to Almighty Allah. They are the Muslim, as I said, وَلَا تَدِيَا صَلَاتِكَ أَدَلَّ وَرَسَلَاتِ إِسْوَةِ إِسْرَائِيل. Give us still command salat. Verse 1 and 10 verse 8. وَلَا تَدِيَا صَلَاتِكَ أَدَلَّ وَرَسَلَاتِ وَلَا تُقَدِّمْ, don't hide it. وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ السَّلَامَ, but follow it with me. But they went for and disobey Allah, went for and allowed the salat and hide it. They are the ones seeking the judgment of day of ignorance. Of ignorance. Then ignorant, they are the kafir. Disbelief of Almighty Allah. So you see, all that one that we are saying. Then when they come to judgment, they use something as judge with it, which is dialogue. From dialogue, you will see politics. Then the foundation of judgment of ignorance, where it began, that is when the shining light comes from heaven to Kaaba. Arab Imam used to drive away from the shining light, allowing their culture to drive the shining light, performing their culture. So see, according to their culture, that's the way of their culture, that's the way their forefather. The way their forefather, that's the way the pagan god. So see, the way the pagan god, that's what the deity that they subscribe partner to Almighty Allah. Pagan god. So look at it. They are the ignorant. Then, so you see, that is foundation, beginning of judgment of ignorance. Those cultural people that are following the way of their pagan god. So you see, those one, that Arab Imam that used to drive away from the Shalah, who are those? They are the Muslims that disobey Allah, went for Allah, their salat and hide. So they don't want you to follow the command, so that's why they drive you away. Then that's foundation of it. And then that judgment. Those cultural people, they are the pagan. Then they are the one, they are connected. You see, this dialogue is a judgment of ignorance. Then from those ones that bring dialogue, who are those? That's kafir. white men and order, they want to break dialogue. Then inside dialogue, that's why you find politics. So you see, politics is a judgment of ignorance. Politics is a judgment of ignorance. Then again, a part of that. So you see, politics is a judgment of ignorance. Then from there, a part of that. Then here, when they come to judge, they doesn't use the Holy Quran. They only use the Holy Quran to swear with it. They only use the Holy Quran to swear with it. What they use to judge with it, that is dialogue. According to the dialogue of this country, you find country using dialogue. So all that one is judgment of ignorance. And then when they come to judge between people, if this one have money than this one or have wealth than this one, they will support this one. Why the one that doesn't have anything, they will not look at it. That's the judgment of ignorance. All that one is politics. You find it in dialogue. All those kind of judgment. And then again, a part of that again, when you come to the so see, when you come to the, you look at it very well. They will never use the wrong word, judge of it, because they know that that is truth. So they are using dialogue. So dialogue is a judgment. The politics entirely is a judgment of ignorance. When you say politician, you see that we want somebody who will be justice, who will be truthful. You will never find the truth, because Allah has already labeled it, has already called it judgment of ignorance. Allah has already sent the hadith to you. You didn't use it. You now use dialogue, judge of it. And then Allah said, this one that I'm saying in Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5 of the Quran, verse 50. Verse 50. Look at the verse. See the verse here. See the verse here. See the verse here. Look at the verse here. See the verse here. So I see it. Judgment of ignorance. So those ones that seek the judgment of ignorance, they are the Muslims that Allah told them, give them 3 commands. Allah said, "Wala tajal suraka, talla salat, wala tukafir." Don't hide it. What to give in the but follow the way in between. They went forth and disobey Allah, loud their salat, hide it. Then Arab Imam that used to drive away Muslim from the shining light, allow their conduct to run the shining light, separate the Muslim from the blessing that Allah has sent for the Muslim. They are the foundation. Tell them that they should go allow the salat, hide it. So see, judgment of those ones that seek the judgment of ignorance. That ignorant, they are the kafir. So see, munafiq, that's a munafiq and kafir. I'm talking about it. And then when they come to judge, they will support the one that has money, has wealth. They will not support the one, they will not judge with justice. You that don't have anything, they will not look at you. That's it there. Then again, a part of that, when you go to the Surah Al-Fatiha, it says, Surah Al-Lazina Anamta Alayhim, Ghayra al-Maghdubi Alayhim, Wala Tuwali. The way of those who you bestow grace. They are the ones that follow the command order. Anything Allah says it, don't do this, they will stop it. Do it, they will do it. Don't do this, but do this. They will do exactly what Allah says. Those who you bestow grace. Then, they are the people that take the hadith of Almighty Allah as one single hadith. They are part of that. Then the verse says, guided them, none of those who you any anger with, those who are, they are the munafiq. They are the one Allah said give them command that go wala ta saraka dollar da saraka wala ta don't hide what to give bayin that but for the went they went for this way Allah now they are hiding. And then again they are the one taking order hadith shaykh what to Allah. That's it. They would take the hadith of Rawah, say that all the Rawah, the hadith of Rawah, when they finish that, they will say this hadith of this Rawah is equal to so much Ruqan. Or it's like, therefore, you now complete that one. The Rawah that order hadith is equal to, you are saying that it's equal to Allah. You see that shaykh? They are the one taking the hadith, shaykh what to Allah. You see, that's Gair al-Maghdub. Wala Dwali, none of those who went astray. Then those one that went straight, those one they are the one. Those ones, they are not performing salat, they are not doing the command contact at all. So you see, so look at it. That's manaf. Here there's something that I want to show you. Still about judgment for translation. Then this one that we are seeing, this is what we are seeing. Is in the fourth translation of the Holy Quran from Fatiha to Nasi, which is Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body. And that's why Allah has sent a prophet to be a warner to warn you about Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body. You see it? Look at it. So is it? Then there's something that I want to show you here. You see it? We have some people that used to debate between Muslim and the Christian, between Muslim and the Kafirun. Debate. They went forth and read Bible and all that, all the books, all those books. They want to and know them, all those books that they hold. So when they finish reciting those books, they know it. Then they now use it at debate. And then when you come, you those one, they are the one that are arrogant. Meaning they doesn't tolerate any nonsense. They are the people, that's Awal. When you go to the YouTube, you find Awal Ahmed and the others, you find them all. They are the people that you think that they are telling you the truth. They are the truthful, they are the people that they are what is truth. Then let me tell you, they are munafiq. They are munafiq that know command of Allah, that know what Allah wants. They didn't do it. They want for that do all that things. Then let me prove it to you. You see, they want for a study Bible. Different kind of Bible. Know those books. Then they now study the whole one. A little. They now started debating. Then, when the debate finished, then those people that are kafirun, they will now see the truth, and then they will now accept, and they will now accept Islam, become Muslim. You see, they have to wear there. Look at it. When they come to the Muslim, when they come to the Islam, what they found in Islam, the people there, they are the people that disobey Allah. When Allah said, "Wala tajal salat," give command inside one say, "Wala tajal salat ka," don't love salat. Wala tajal, don't hide it. What to give by the zalik bismillah, but follow a way between. But the Muslim of this, they are the people that went for and disobey Allah, went for and allow their salat and hide it. So you see, and then allowed it and hide it that they are doing the salat is not registered one. Therefore, the whole one rejected cast aside, they throw it back there. So you see it. Then they have saved those people from kafir, those Muhammad Awal and all that went for and read Bible and all that debating. They have saved those people from kafir to munafiq. Those one that disobey Allah went for and allowed us not to hide it. And then Arab Imam before them. Then that's the reason why Allah said in Surah Al-Anfal chapter 81 verse 4 said, verse 35 said, وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُ إِنْدَ الْبَيْتِ الْمُتَكَاءَ وَتَصْيَا فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ بِمَا كُنتُمْ. Their salat in the house of Allah in Kaaba at Mecca was nothing but a whistle and a clap of hand. Therefore, tell the contrary of what you used to disbelieve. Look at it. Then, for you to know that their salat is nothing but a western and a clap of hand, well, I said, you see, the word one is speaking about what is happening now. Let me prove it to you. When we go to the world, as I give 3 commands, said, Wala tijab salaka, don't lie this now. You see, that is first of all. The second command said, Wala tuqadya, don't hide the salat. You see, that second part one. The third command said, Wabtayi bay the salat, but follow your way between. Then this way between for you to adjust where you that Allah hide. Unless somebody come around to you, you're here asking this one, prophecy is inside. Then this way between, that's what all matter. Which Allah says, so tell fight to Muhammad to say, Ya ayyuha allazina amanu istajibu lillahi wa li rasulihi idha da'akum lima yuhyikum wa'lamu anna Allaha yahinul bayna ma yaqulu wa annahu ilayhi tushar. All you who believe in Allah and His Messenger, when He called it, that would give it life. And not Allah come in between persons and then to Him we shall all be gathered. وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحِيلٌ بَيْنَ مَنَكَ. Allah come in between. Then He give you command in Surah Al-Isra chapter 71, but Surah the end of passage. وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ, but for the way. So you see a way to say, there's no doubt that. Then this way to are just so in the Lord. So see. So Allah said, give us 3 commands. Then look at it here. When you come to your eyes, the upper lip of the eye, that's one. The down lip of the eye, that's number 1. Then that your eye that you are blinking and seeing it, that is third one. That's webti, that's what Olmatra. That's the name of the webti of Olmatra. That is better. Which Allah said, Surah Al-Zumar, chapter 1, verse 18 says, Allazina yastami'una al-qawla fayattabi'una ahsan, ulaika hadahumullah wa ulaika humul alam. Those who listen to the word and follow the best part thereof, then those are whom Allah has right together, and then those are men of understanding. So you see, the whole one is a word of Olmatra. Then when you listen to the whole one, and then you follow the best part thereof, then a way to is a word of Olmatra. Then the name of the way to of Olmatra, that is the best one. So you see. Then the upper lip of the eye, that's one. The down lip of the eye, that's number 1. Then that your eye that you are blinking and seeing it, that is third one. That's what Olmatra. Then the name of the webti of Olmatra, that's what's one. Then that blinking of eye that you are blinking, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole part is speaking about what's happening now. Or seeing that you are seeing with your eye, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole part is speaking about what's happening now. So you see. Then when we come to mouth, the upper lip of the mouth, with the upper teeth of the mouth, that's first part. The down lip of the mouth with the down teeth of the mouth, that's second part. Then that's your mouth that is going up and down while you're talking, while you're eating. That is third part. That's webti, that's what. Then the name of the webti of Olmatra, that's first part. Then that's your mouth that is going up and down. That your mouth, that talking that you are talking with your mouth, is that not what is happening now? That is what's happening now. Therefore, the whole part is speaking about what's happening now. Or eating that you are eating with your mouth, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. See, breathing that you are breathing with your nose, that's what's happening. Hearing that you are hearing with your ears, that's what's happening. Walking that you are walking with your hand, that's what's happening. Walking that you are walking with your leg, that's what's happening. Running that you are running with your leg, that's what. Flying that bird is flying with wings, that's what's happening. Therefore, the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. So the louding and hiding that Muslims of these days are doing in their salat, that is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. So Allah said, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ صَلَاتَكَ, don't love the salat. وَلَا تُقَابِهَا, don't hide it. وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ الصَّلَاةِ, but follow it. Then they now went for the Muslims of this now went for and to swear Allah, went for and allow the salat and hide it, and then that loud and hide it that they are doing the salat is not the sense of one. Therefore, the whole one rejected it, cast aside, and throw it back there. That's why Allah said in Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 1 verse 35 said, وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُ إِنَّ الْبَيْتِ الْمَتَكَاءَ وَتَضْيَانَ فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ بِمَا كُنتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. Their salat in the house of Allah, in Kaaba, at Mecca, was nothing but a whistle and the clap of hand. Look at it. They are following the command of Allah. They are performing salat the way you are performing, but they disobey Allah. Went for Allah, their salat to hide. That's how their salat is. Allah said, turn it like that. Then again, when you recite this verse to them, they will say that the Muslim that are allowed in Islam, they will come to you till that Allah said, "Waraka Oma Arakiun." You shall bow down among Allah of those who bow down. For Saint Ramadan. Then how will you translate that one? Look at insult. Then those one that went for and swear Allah, Lord is allowed to hide it. They are performing salat, but Allah said their salat is nothing but a whistle and the clap of hand. Look at it. The whole one speaking about what's happening, and that is what's happening now. They will tell you that وَمَا أَتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا. Whatever messenger give it to you, you should hold it. Whatever he doesn't give it to you, don't do it. Then when Allah tell Prophet said that, give him to the third command, said, وَبْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا, but follow it. Allah tell him that, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ صَلَاتَكَ, don't love the salat. وَلَا تُقَابِهَا, don't hide it. وَبْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ, but follow it. When Allah tell him that, Go and tell the Ummah like that. Following everything. Then are they trying to tell us that Prophet Sam did the Madam said, went for that, tell them all that thing? You see, that is insult to Prophet. Went for the insulting Prophet with that one. Just hide behind that verse. So look at it. The whole one speaking about something. Then again, a part of that, yeah, the people also said in Surah Maryam, chapter 19, verse 59 said, فَخَلَفِ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَاتَّبَعُوا الشَّهَوَاتِ فَسَيَذَّكَّرُونَ غَيَّرَ. Yeah, the people also said that they have succeeded them an evil prophet who has given up their salat, either by not offering them well or by not doing them in the proper time, lost their salat. They give up their salat because they went for allowed it and hide it. Disobey Allah. Allah says, don't hide it. What to give by the but follow it. They went for and disobey Allah, went for allow the salat and hide it. And they don't allow it and hide it that they are doing the salat. The whole one cast aside, reject, and they throw it back to them. And then don't allow it and hide it that they are doing the salat. That is what's happening now. Therefore, the whole one is about what's happening now. Then again, they are the people. Allah said in Surah Al-Maryam, chapter 91, verse 12 said, Allah said in Surah Al-Maryam, chapter 91, verse 12 said, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. It's each one of you will pass over his hellfire. This is a decree from your Allah that must be accomplished. Each one of them will pass over his hellfire. They will enter hellfire. They will test hellfire. Allah said, give you command, said, وَلَا تَجَاسُرَكَ don't hide it. What the give by the Zaklah, but follow it. But the Muslim said, one for and disobey Allah, one for Allah, and hide it. Then that allowed it and hide it, and the real Salat is not a necessary one. Therefore, the whole one casts aside, reject, and they throw it back to them. Look at it. So see, then that allowed it and hide it, and they're doing the Salat. That is what's up now. Therefore, the whole one is speaking about what's happening now. Look at it. Then again, there are people, as I said, in Surah Al-Furqan, chapter 21, verse 23 said, وَقَدِّمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنثُورًا. We will turn whatever they did into did or particle of those scatter on the air. Then look at it. Arab Imam. With Imam al-Fiqh and order, they went for an auto, they above Hadith, Kawaidi, Al-Ali, Ishmael, order, Buddha, auto. They said that it is Sahabi that are near to the Prophet, they are hearing him, and something saying it. Then whatever he's saying, that's what they write. That's what they write inside their Hadith, inside their Qawaidi, inside Ishmael, all the book that auto. You see, that is lie that they lie on Prophet. Then that is first part one. Then second part one, and now find them with this question. And he, Prophet, when Allah said, giving command, go and tell the Ummah, said, Wala Tizaraka, don't love Salat, Wala Tqadira, don't hide it, what to give by the Zakula, but follow with him. Then instead of Prophet to go and deliver the message exactly what Allah sent him. No, he didn't deliver. He now went for and disobey Allah and tell his own mind, his own desire. Say that you should go and allow the Salat and then go and hide it. And then that allowed it and hide your Salat, that Muslims are doing the Salat, where you find it written inside their Hadith, inside their Qawaidi, inside their Ishmael, inside all the book that they auto. And then that allowed it and hiding that they are doing the Salat. It's not a censored one. Therefore, the one rejected, cast aside, and they threw it back to them. Since in this world, the whole one rejected their Salat. That is second part. Then the third part one, Allah said in Surah Al-Furqan, chapter 21, verse 6 said, وَقَدِّمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنثُورًا. And then we shall turn whatever did they did into did or particle of those scatter on the air. That is third part one. That's what it does all the time. The name of the way to open the possible. So look at it. Then there are the people. Allah said, فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ. Then before that, we shall turn whatever did they did into did or particle of those scatter on the air. When you look at it, Muhammad Awal, that went for and read Bible and all that book, they will save, they will go and debate. When they debate, they will save those people. Kafir, meaning disbeliever, Christian. They will when they debate and they win at that particular time, those one will accept them. They will become Muslims. When they become Muslims, and then in that Islam, what they do, they went for allow their Salat. Allah said, don't allow the Salat, don't hide it. But follow everything. They went for and disobey Allah, allow their Salat and hide it. So you see, then their Salat also not turn it. It's nothing but a Western the craft of hand. There are people that will look at it. Then that's why Allah said, We shall turn whatever deed they did into deed of particle of dust, scatter on the air. The deed that they are saying that they did, scatter on the air. So you see, this is it. Then again, there are people also said, وَيْلُ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُرَاءُونَ وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ. Look at it. Then there are the people that judge with judgment of ignorance. So look at it. Judgment of ignorance. Then those kafir, you see, they are the kafir. When you talk about it, there are the people that talk about it, kafir. Those ones that doesn't perform salat at all. There are people that choose for themselves left hand side. So you see, there are people that say, you see, there are people that choose for themselves left hand side. English is going to come from the left hand side. If you write, you use the right hand side. If you write, you use the left hand side. Whatever you want to write, your writing must start from left. That's why I press that English is not going to left hand side. Then Bible is written in English language that comes from left hand side. Then if you believe in Bible, then you should know to yourself you belong to left. And then there's no one can change that. You belong to left. Look at it. Then again, you see it? That's the day. Then a part of that, English belongs to left. So you see that? Therefore, if you believe that one, you belong to left. And then there's no one can change that one. That is it. That's one. They are the one that choose for themselves Ashab al-Shimal. Those who belong to left. Those who belong to left. That's it. There. So you see, that's the judgment of it. That's ignorant. Those they are ignorant. Those they are ignorant people. Look at it. See it. Judgment of God. They are the one using dialogue. Dialogue in every country you find it. In their generation, you find them, they are using, and whatever what they are using, they use dialogue torture. Then where did dialogue come from? That's ignorant people. Bring it. From there you find politics. So it's a judgment of ignorance. That is in the generation you find. And then you find Islam. Religion of Allah is last. Talking about Islam, you find it last. So this one that you are seeing in judgment of ignorance, that is in the fourth translation part from Fatiha, which is Allah Akbar, that appear in the left side of every Makkah body. And then whatever they do, so I say that then the result of their judgment, it is inside hellfire. Then again, when you go to the Holy Quran, those ones that use the hadith of Allah and judge with it, you find them, Allah give them kingdom. Make them to be the king of the whole world. Prophet Sulaiman, Prophet Daud, Prophet Ibrahim, all the prophets, you find them kingdom. Allah give them kingdom. They use the hadith all the time and judge with it. They use the best part of Quran and judge with it. The best part of hadith and judge with it. That's what Zulkarnain used. Prophet Daud and son used. When you judge between people, you come, people are fighting, you judge in between them. Meaning if you have this one that have money, don't look at the money that you have. You give him the fault. If you come with the word, fill with the gold thing, give him the fault. The one that is truth, when it doesn't have anything, you give him the truth. Then you that judge in between them. Immediately when you do that, in a few seconds, you will judge. In a few seconds, you will finish that judge with quick. That's quick. So see, those ones that they are people that believe in Almighty Allah. Then the verse says, "Woman ahsanu min Allah hukman liqawmin yuqinun." Who is better in judgment than those who have faith, who believe in Almighty Allah, who perform salah, do the command of Allah. Well, Allah says, "Stop this. Don't do this. Do this." And those ones they are the Suratul Lazina and Amtali. Those who bestow grace. They are the people. They are the people as I give them kingdom. You find themselves one king. Then they are the people that will come in the later generation, which Allah said in Surah Al-Waqi'ah, chapter 50. 6:1 verse 40 said, وَصُلَّةٌ مِنَ الْآخِرِينَ, and the multitude of righteous will be in the later generation. They are one. And then if you remain obedient to Almighty Allah, those one that do that one, Allah says, you find them, give them kingdom, they are the one that when the shining light comes from heaven to Kaaba, they are the one that will round the shining light, will all wrap yourself before them and will glorify the principle of that again, the way the angels are doing in the Bayt al-Ma'mur. Look at it. Look at their character. They are the people that will cover Kaaba with green cloth. Because that green cloth, that's what we wear. That's what the Muslim, those ones that believe all of that, that's what they will hear, that they will wear inside paradise. So Jannah. Look at their character. They are the people Allah said, وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ أَقَامَ التَّوْرَاةَ وَالْإِنْجِيلَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِمْ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ لَا أَكَلُوا مِنْ فَوْقِهِمْ وَمِنْ تَحْتِ أَرْجُلِهِمْ. If they will follow the command of Allah, the command of Allah in Injila and Zabura, and that which is sent down from the Allah, which is Quran, then la akalu min fawqi wa min tahti, they will forget looking for the food above them and then under their feet. Look at it. They are the people that give them kingdom. They find food, the way the cattle and others bed, eat food without looking for it. And then when you look at it, so easy generation that Allah is sending food for them from heaven. Meaning, if these people was not min al-akhir, if that generation come, Allah would see they sending food for them. We see sending food for them. There's a feature. What will happen? So look at it. And that's part of knowledge of Zidr. Which is said at وَأَمَّا جِدَارُ, which is a sort of Kabi. وَأَمَّا جِدَارُ فَكَانَ أَبُو وَأَمَّا جِدَارُ, meaning wall. That he starts red is because of those people. Look at it. In Surah Al-Kafi, he said, وَأَمَّا جِدَارٌ فَكَانَ أَبُوهُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Look at it. وَأَمَّا غُلَامٌ وَأَمَّا جِدَارٌ فَكَانَ لِغُلَامَيْنِ يَتِيمَيْنِ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ وكان تحته كنزا لهما وكان أبوهما صالحا فأراد ربك أن يبلغ أشدهما ويستخرج كنزا لهما رحمة من ربي وما فعلته عن أمري ذلك تأويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا. He said, and for the wall, it belonged to the orphan boys in the town, and there was under it a treasure belonged to them, and their father was a righteous man, and your Allah intend that they should attend to their full strength and take out their treasure, mercy, as a mercy from your Allah. I did not them on my own accord. That is interpretation of those things over which you could not hold in patience. That's what Zidr tell Prophet Sallallahu. You see, what will happen in future. That's what Allah gave him the knowledge, what thing that is coming to happen. So see, this is what's min al-akhirin. That is what is coming to happen. Meaning, there will be more of righteous in the later generation. Those one that will take the hadith scholar as one single hadith, they will judge with it, they will use the best part of the hadith. That is said, judge with it. Believe in the hadith scholar only where the Prophet believe, all the Prophet believe, what they do, they translate the hadith, all the time. Every kalami, everyone that comes aside from the mouth of Prophet is a translation. That's it. And then you find them, Allah says, give them kingdom. And then that kingdom that Allah give them, Allah says, what's Allah to min al-akhirin? Multitude of righteous will be in the later generation. Meaning that kingdom, Allah will give a generation to generation upon generation. Kingdom, made them king. That's it. The philosophy behind that one has no end. That is it there. So you see, that is in the, so this one that we are seeing it is in the 5th translation of the Quran from Fatiha to Nasi, which is Allahu Akbar, that appear in the right hand side of every mankind body. And then the result of judgment, the hadith of Allah that they judge with it with justice, then the result of it is inside Jannah, paradise. That's where they find it, the result of it. Then again, when you come to judgment, it's a way between a way of all material you use and judge with it. When the people are fighting, you come to separate the fight. You want the person at the right hand side fighting with the person at the left side. That's what's up. The person at the left side fighting with the person at the right hand side. That's up. Then you that come in between them, you separate that fight. You set your hands, separate that fight. Then Allah says it. وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحِينُ بَيْنَ مَنْ and know that Allah come in between person and son. In Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 8, verse 24, end of the verse says, وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحِينُ and know that Allah come in between person and son. Then he gave him command in Surah Al-Israel, at the end of the verse says, وَمَتَجِي بَيْنَ ذَاتِنَا but follow your way. Then when you come to separate the fight, you go in between them and just your hands separate the fight. Then you now come. The person at the right hand side fighting with the person at the left side, that person come. The person at the left side fighting with the person at the right hand side, that's not fight. Then you that judge in between, you that separate the fight. That is not one. That's what all the time. Then the name of the way you follow that, that's what comes. You see, the way you follow that, you follow and separate the fight. Then from there you now look at in between them. The one that is at fault, the one that is stood for. The one that is at fault, you give it before, that's what comes. The one that is stood for, you give it to, that's what. Then you that judge in between them with justice, that is not what. That's what all the time. Then the name of your that's what's about. The one that is at 40, whether if you have a goal, feel goal with it, in order to give you, for him to support it, don't support it. That is what's about. Then the one that is truthful, whether if he doesn't have anything, you give him the truth. That is second part. Then you the judge in between them with justice. That is third part. That's what all about. Then the name of the way to offer that's what's about. And then that judgment will be quick. Immediately you will finish judgment between them. That's why you see that on the day of Rasul, Allah said that you see that you see that the angel will judge Allah will judge in between those one that the judgment will be quick. Some of them will be said like a twinkle of an eye. Until Allah said that وَمَا أَمْرُنَا إِلَّا وَاحِدَةٍ كَلَمِهِ الْبَصَرِ. Our command is like a twinkle before you know it. Judge. You see that Allah said judge in between them. Be quick. So that is a way in between of all matter. So see, that is in the 6th translation of the Holy Quran from Fatiha to Nasi, which is a way in between of all matter. Then, 7th, then again, when the judgment that you judge between people, the people that you judge in between them, the judgment you judge with whatever you say there, with anything you do there, then فَتَعَالَ اللَّهُ الْمَلِكُ الْحَقِّ. Then high above all the Allah true king. Then فَتَعَالَ اللَّهُ الْمَلِكُ الْحَقِّ is above all the judgment you judge. Whatever you said, anything you judge, Allah is above. فَتَعَالَ اللَّهُ الْمَلِكُ الْحَقِّ is above the judgment you judge. Then high above all the Allah true king is above the judgment you judge, whatever you judge. That is in the 7th translation of the word word from Fatiha to Nas, which is فَتَعَالَ اللَّهُ الْمَلِكُ الْحَقِّ. That is in the 7th translation of the word word from Fatiha to Nas, which is فَتَعَالَ اللَّهُ الْمَلِكُ الْحَقِّ. So that is 7th translation word in judgment. That's 7th translation word in judgment. So I think this one got to stop. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.